Welcome to Mr. Giant Reacts and Ting and Ting and Ting. I'm Mr. Giant back with another video for you. And we are going to listen to Aleksandra Radović. And this is supposed to be a really good love song. So let's sit back and enjoy. Listen to a really good voice. Okay. I could hear the accordion in there too. That lady with the red hair looked familiar.
Skrivam tvoj lik od ljudi pomalo zlih. Ko trnu sreća je
That rainy day song.
Nije mi teško jer znam sa tvog su mi lica dar.
I know who she
I
is.
suze i smeh za dušu su lek od uvek. Prste sklopim u dlan pred novi dan. Željo jedina dobro znaj. Čuvam te, ne dam nikom da te diram. Na dlanu si moja tajna urezana. Čuvam te, gde god krenem imam te. Na dlanu si ti moja linija života, ljubavi. Vešto skrivam tvoj lik od ljudi pomalo zlih. Ko trn u oku sreća je za njih. Prste sklopim u dlan pred novi dan. Željo jedina dobro znaj. Čuvam te, ne dam nikom da te diram. Na dlanu si moja tajna urezana. Čuvam te, gde god krenem imam te. Na dlanu si ti moja linija života, ljubavi.
You know, at points in the song, her voice reminds me of a singer. 1970s. I want to say this, not as far as the octaves are concerned, but when Minnie Riperton sings a little bit, when she sings just naturally, it gives me a little bit of feel of that. But it also gives me a feel of like a 1970s sort of a jazz vibe going on there, and it reminds me of a lot of singers, or some of the main singers back then. It had that nice smooth feeling to it. Another thing I noticed too here, that I've been reacting so much to music from the Balkans. Like sometimes I see people in the videos and I go, hey, I know this person, the lady with the red hair. She looks like I'm thinking it's her. She looks like the lady that's married to the accordion player. Erica, I think is her name. I can't remember her last name. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then the accordion player, I recognize him too. And then the other guy there that's sitting there with the shades on, Sasik or something like that is his name. I'm not sure. I know it starts with an S. Sasa. I think that's what it is. Or Zaza, the Stevie Wonder of the Balkans. I know he's got a twin brother too, so hey. But yeah, I recognize a few of them in there. That's kind of cool to the point where I could recognize some of these artists uh, that from that region. You know what I mean? I could also do the same thing with other places. So Romania, I could recognize some of the people from Romania to have done so many songs about them. But her voice, it's got that rainy song to it. And it's not a depressing because I don't think rain is depressing. A lot of people think rain is coming, oh, it's depressing, it's gloomy outside. I don't see it as gloomy outside when it rains. I see it as beautiful because it's gray silver. You know what I mean? And for me, when rain comes, and this is going to sound kind of a cliche, but for me, when it rains, it's just Mother Nature's way of cleaning stuff up. Because when it rains, it makes everything green. It washes away certain things. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see rain. Rain is, for me, is the best metaphor for love. When I'm writing stuff, when I'm writing poetry and stuff like that. The song itself, man, is talking about completely giving yourself up to someone, protecting them, and not in a fight, but and that's what people fail to realize when you love somebody. When people say they're looking for somebody to protect them, they're not talking about protect them if a fight comes up, or maybe that's what most people are thinking. They want to stand up for them and don't let nobody get to them. They don't actually. Oh no, I'm speaking from my observation of where I am. They're not talking about protecting them emotionally. They're not talking about protecting them as far as their soul and stuff like that. They're more talking about protecting them from the noise. And I always talk about the noise. I mean, yeah, you have to protect them from the noise too. But you both could ignore the noise. But the protection that the song is talking about is protecting the person that you love. Don't do protecting them from you. Because the worst pain is going to come from the person who say they love you and don't protect you from themselves. And it's simple things like you come home from work and work is upsetting you, but you take it out on them. You're supposed to protect them from that side of you. You know what I'm saying? You don't take it out on them. You talk to them about it. You try to resolve it by speak to somebody who loves you enough to make you feel good when things are bad, when the noise from the outside comes in. So you don't take it out on them. So this is talking about protecting that person from yourself more so than the outside stuff. If that makes any sense, because okay, I'll give you an example. I've talked to a lot of people, and they said, I want my daughter to be taken care of. But we live in a society where when they say taken care of, they're not really talking about taking care of emotionally. You know what I mean? Taking care of their soul or anything. They're not even thinking about that. They're thinking about taking care of us. Oh, they have a house, they have 2 cars, they have a white picket fence, and they could go on vacations, and they could do this, and they could do that, and they could do the other. They're not talking about taking care of. And like I said, this is from my observation. And whenever they say that, I questioned them and I said, well, taken care of in what way? And they go straight into all that material stuff that they think the daughters or deserve. But it's never like, well, treat her right. Well, even when they say treat her right, that they're still talking about that material stuff. They're not talking about, loving them, being gentle with them, taking care of their soul. And people going to say, that's how it is nowadays. No, you remember back in the day, marriage had nothing to do with romance in some cultures. It was an economic pact. So nothing has changed really. Romance didn't come in until later in some cultures. Uh, I think it was in an Irish culture back in the day. There was no such thing as romance and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So at some point in our culture, we didn't consider that kind of stuff. So before we say, oh, these days, people are this and that, no, it's always been like that. It's just alternating in some cultures. Maybe the emotional side of it sort of complicated, or maybe the emotional side of it was always there. It's just that some cultures were conditioned for it not to be there. I mean, let's get real. Back in the day, people used to marry other people. A prince would marry a princess to bring peace or to bring the family fortune together and stuff like that. So if the rich people were doing it, poor people was doing it too. Middle class people was doing it too, because we follow what the head of the culture do. You know what I mean? Until they do something really jacked up, and then we rebel or something. But other than that, we usually just follow the script of those who have the power to dictate what happens. And so be it in love and romance and stuff like that. And these days, rich people have all kinds of means to show their extravagant life and all of that. And people, and they tell you how to, oh, this person married this person. Oh, they got money. They'll be together. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So things ain't changed. Still the same. Poor people have love. They just aspire to be something other than having just love. You know what I mean? You go to poor countries like where I'm from, and people are together for 50 years and still don't have material things, because in a country like that, you don't really have the means to elevate to that level. That's why so many people migrate to bigger places and bigger countries to seek that. You know what I mean? But and they're happy because they have each other. People say that's not by choice, maybe, but to stay with somebody and be happy and protect them, protect their soul for 50 years, that's crazy. That's a crazy type of life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like on the video if you do. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I was wrong in identifying all those people that I saw in the video. Y'all take care of each other. Let's try to bring some love into this world, okay? Or let's try to maintain the love that's in this world.